The dark side of speaking in tongues. Uncovering the hidden dangers. Imagine a moment of divine ecstasy. Your spirit transcends, words flow from your lips in a language you've never learned. It feels like a heavenly connection. But what if this powerful gift harbors a dark secret? What if in those moments of spiritual euphoria, something far more sinister is at play? Stay with us as we peel back the layers on the darker side of speaking in tongues, a side that many don't dare to explore. Speaking in tongues, or glossolalia, is often seen as one of the most profound spiritual experiences within many religious traditions, especially in Pentecostal and charismatic Christian circles. For many, it is a direct communication with the divine, a channel through which the Holy Spirit expresses itself. But beneath the surface of this seemingly divine practice, there lies a shadow, a dark side that few dare to acknowledge. In this video, we'll explore the less talked about aspects of speaking in tongues, examining the potential psychological, spiritual, and even occult dangers that may lurk beneath this practice. Whether you're a believer, a skeptic, or someone curious about the spiritual world, this journey into the unknown will challenge your understanding of what it means to speak in tongues. Psychological effects. Speaking in tongues is often described as a state of ecstatic trance, where the individual loses control over their own speech and consciousness. While many believe this is evidence of divine intervention, psychologists have noted that this state can also lead to dissociation, a mental process where a person disconnects from their thoughts, identity, and reality. This dissociation can be dangerous, leading to long-term psychological effects such as anxiety, depression, and even psychosis. Some individuals report feelings of emptiness or a loss of self after engaging in glossolalia, as the act of surrendering one's control can have lasting impacts on mental health. Additionally, the pressure to conform within religious communities can push individuals into faking or forcing these experiences, leading to spiritual disillusionment and a crisis of faith when they can no longer achieve these states naturally. Sanisranas, spiritual vulnerabilities. From a spiritual perspective, speaking in tongues is believed to open a direct line of communication with the divine. However, some theologians and spiritual leaders warn that this practice can also open doors to negative spiritual entities. The Bible itself warns against counterfeit spiritual experiences, and some believe that not all instances of speaking in tongues are from the Holy Spirit. In certain cases, these experiences may be the work of deceitful spirits, masquerading as divine. This belief is supported by testimonies from individuals who have reported feelings of darkness, confusion, and oppression following their experiences with glossolalia. Furthermore, some spiritual practitioners argue that because the individual's conscious mind is bypassed during speaking in tongues, they become more vulnerable to spiritual manipulation, making it easier for malevolent forces to take control. Occult connections and historical. The practice of speaking in tongues is not exclusive to Christianity. Throughout history, glossolalia has been documented in various religious and spiritual traditions, including pagan rituals, shamanic practices, and even in the occult. In these contexts, speaking in tongues was often seen as a way to communicate with gods, spirits, or otherworldly beings. This historical connection raises questions about the true origins and nature of the practice. Could speaking in tongues, in some cases, be tapping into ancient occult forces rather than a divine source? The association of glossolalia with non-Christian spiritual practices suggests that the phenomenon may not always be as holy as it appears. The danger here lies in the possibility of unknowingly invoking or interacting with spiritual entities that do not have one's best interest at heart. The dark side of speaking in tongues is a topic that requires careful consideration. While many find profound spiritual fulfillment in this practice, it's crucial to remain aware of the potential dangers, both psychological and spiritual, that may accompany it. As with any spiritual practice, discernment is key. Understanding the full scope of what you're engaging with can help you protect your mind, spirit, and soul from unintended consequences. They teach. Whether you're a believer or simply curious, it's important to approach glossolalia with both reverence and caution. Is speaking in tongues a divine gift or a gateway to something darker? The truth may lie somewhere in between. Stay vigilant, stay curious, and always seek the light.